Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. My name is Josh Orsak, and we are continuing the Pseudo-Fairy game with a new cast, or an additional cast. When last we saw Grezula, she was by herself, and she's going to start by herself. But quickly, she will be joined by a duo that some of you will be familiar with, Brian James and Bearbo. Unbeknownst to Grezula, Brian James and Bearbo have been doing their own adventures in Pseudo-Faerun as a part of their game, Truckin ONU, which is now officially ended. Truckin ONU has ended as we enter the 20th level for Brian James and Bearbo. And Grezula is going to get some surprise backup as she tries to finish her quest to depose the current Pseudo-Fairy Queen, install herself, and finally grant to the people of Pseudo-Faerun a soul that they have longed for countless generations. Now, as you stand in or sit with the Queen at dinner, or right after dinner, Grezula, you hear a commotion outside. Cries, explosions, fire, and the Queen looks resigned.
The war has already begun, Grezula.
Oh, goodness.
As soon as you were here, Fairy started to gate in Fairy. Queen started to gate in Queen, and Lord, and I do not know how long my paper fake can hold off beings of fire and gasoline and so much more. So you're going to have to head quickly to the Tower of Truth. And then you hear cheers, and she gets a puzzled look on her face, and you hear a sound you've never heard before, a growling, a roaring, as what you would recognize out of game, a 16-wheeler truck, purple, with a strange-looking mouth symbol, similar to the Chot form you've seen several times in game at this point, pulls up, and out walk a very strangely dressed man, and what you would not recognize as a gorilla with a plaid coat on, and walks up to the the castle and knocks on the door.
Oh, this is awesome. Come in.
And howdy. We're looking for someone who might be called the Great Soul. Be she here?
Yeah, I hear that's B.
What's going on, boss? I never see. It's like something right out of the plains, man. Curious and curious, as somebody once said.
Curious? Oh, that's a good quote. Alice in Wonderland? Gotcha.
Yeah, have you not realized you've been in Alice in Wonderland the whole time? What did you see when you in the first game? What was it all about? Cards? In the second game, what have all the knights been? They've all been chess pieces.
Well, okay. Shoot.
Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I bet you nobody realized that. It's my favorite story. I work symbols of them into many of the games, not all the games. See if you can look for them. It's a very common theme.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I like when I heard paper cards, I totally thought of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Didn't realize.
And then the knight that picked you up here was in the shape of a chess piece.
Oh my gosh.
If you remember.
Oh my gosh, he was. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Howdy, ma'am. My name is Bearbo.
Bearbo?
Bearbo. I'm a gorilla of the Bow Clan, and the redneck thaumaturge extraordinaire, master of the pseudo-elemental magic. He kind of points to you, Michael.
And I'm Brian James, the trucker. That's really everything about me.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, also I'm a propane mage.
You're a propane mage?
Yep, I specialize in propane magic and driving this truck.
I'm his pit crew.
Beautiful.
That means, that means I work on the vehicle. This right here, we have come far and wide through some strange twists and turns, and we have heard of someone known as the Great Bridge and the Great Soul, a legend where I come from. And if that be you, we're here to help you however we can.
Well, I would certainly appreciate the help, good sir.
This is a strange ton of events, I gotta say that.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to fighting some Fae with you guys.
Yep, they haven't been too nice to us. I'm not gonna lie. We've been attacked by smokestacks and trains and all kind of stuff.
But to be fair, we did run into various members of them with our truck.
Oh.
That's what we do best.
Ooh. So you fight with your truck?
Yep, we ram right into them.
Okay, that's awesome.
Usually works.
Now your character would not know what a truck is per se at all. So they would have no conception of. But the word truck also can mean like a certain type of vehicle. So you might still have some understanding that this is a conveyance. Obviously, you would because you saw them come out of it. The categories of experience that you've had challenged this entire time just continue to get challenged.
Now, we did a number on some of those pseudo-fairy outside, and we'll probably put them a little bit behind schedule, but there's a giant smoke creature rising in the distance of unbelievable magnitude, and we assume it's going to be here soon. So if there's a place we need to get you, just let us know where that is.
I'm pretty sure I need to go to what looks like the Tower of Truth. And I point in the direction of the tower that was mentioned in the last session. I need to get there.
Now, I tell you, if somebody told me that was the Tower of Truth, I'd pretty much believe them.
Oh.
Now,
Why is that?
I mean, look at it. If someone goes, what around here is the Tower of Truth, I'd be like, probably that thing right there. Now,
Okay.
as my good friend Brian James said, he is the greatest trucker the multiverse has ever seen, and you may not know what that means, but let me explain it to you. If there's something that needs to get somewhere, we get it there. If there's someone that needs to get somewhere, we get them there.
And if there is anything in this world that needs delivering, Brian James and Bearbo do the job. And right now, if you need to get to that tower, that's where you'll be going.
Okay. Well, first, we mentioned the last episode, or towards the end, about converting the types of the small phase to something other than paper. Is there still time to do that?
Yes, there is. So you want to turn, and what was your choice? What kind of energy did you want to turn them into?
I wanted to turn them, I had to do a pseudo-elemental situation, right? Like, plastic, I think, was the choice. Because it's harder.
I'll tell you, ma'am, if you need a little help with that, I'm a master redneck thaumaturge.
Oh.
And that means I'm going to be able to help you do a little bit of what you're trying to do. We can pool our resources and get things done faster and on a broader scale.
Okay.
Queen, bring before us everybody you think you might be able to handle the magic. We're going to try to even the odds, as it were. Give you something that can endure a little bit longer.
Now, what you have to understand is, there's one thing to be, you are indeed a paper mage. Of all my pseudo-elemental magics, I have no experience or knowledge of paper magic. It stands outside of the realm of most pseudo-elementalists' abilities to manipulate. The fact that you can do that just naturally, and with the skill you obviously can, given that sword, is slightly amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Now, if I may add a little something extra, you can take some of your paper and other resources and you can use it in lieu of mana. If you have enough paper, ma'am, you can accomplish anything. Did you have enough time to turn a bunch of these beings into plastic? Probably by using your base mana that wouldn't be possible. But if you just have some paper to sacrifice, you can accomplish just about anything. Let's try to do this together.
Well, I can create paper, so I mean... We've got more than enough paper.
Important distinction to make, ma'am. You can never use magic to create magic. It would always have to be paper that you gain from a natural source. For instance, if I can drink gasoline and make it into mana. But it can't be gasoline that I've summoned myself. I also have the ability to summon gasoline. You can never create magic to gain magic.
That makes sense.
I made that mistake a few times too, asking Bearbo to do something.
He's always like, can't you just drink the gasoline you make? And over and over again I'm having to tell him, no, you can't do that. It doesn't work that way. If it did, we'd all just be gods walking around. Because you'd have infinite mana all the time. No.
I'm summon propane, and I can't convert to mana though. I tried that.
Now,
good try.
There's tons of paper around here, ma'am. Let's, you won't even have to touch your mana. So they line up as many Fae as they can get within the span of 30 minutes, which is a lot.
Oh, awesome.
Now, we're going to start by doing something called cooperative. I can cooperate with mages or fighters. Right now, I'm going to cooperate with my fellow mage right here. And you get the skill cooperate with mage. It means you roll a wisdom check, and you can pool your resources with them.
Wisdom check. That's awesome.
Now, there is a skill every mage can take called thaumaturgy. I am a mage just like you. I can collect mana and cast spells that way, but I almost never do. Because if you take time, you draw some runes. You spend some time chanting over things. You can have things naturally, or in our case unnaturally, reach down into the depths of the realms from which they draw their existence and get power for you. In your case, it's quite amazing, because all you have to do is draw the runes on the paper. Other mages have to use very extensive resources to make such things happen. But for you, it's as simple as drawing a symbol. Here, let me show you a couple. And you get the skill Rune Magic.
What?
With Rune Magic, R-U-N-E, you can draw a rune on a piece of paper, spend some time with it, and charge the paper with various spells.
Ooh. Much like cards, huh?
Right, similar to making the cards. Except the cards, and you have even more ability to do that with the cards. But this would be something simpler and take less time. The cards will take resource points outside of your paper. For this, all you need is enough paper to destroy to get the magic built up, and then just draw whatever rune you want to draw on the piece of paper, and they can accomplish all sorts of things.
Wow.
Now he puts his hand on your shoulder and starts to chant. As you cast your subdual spell and transform paper into plastic.
Yeah. All right.
And mass power just flows through you. You see paper like turn to ash without burning around you as the paper is sacrificed to empower your spell. And the magic flows out from you and transforms all these paper fae and these like paper sprites into plastic fairy. And you get the skill, will that be paper or plastic?
Will that be paper or plastic?
Which means you've already kind of had the edge of this because you can laminate, so it makes sense that your character can access that power kind of naturally.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is that you can cast any of your spells, teleport by a paper, you can teleport by a plastic. Fold paper, you can fold plastic. Everything that you do that applies to paper applies to plastic now as well.
Nice. Dang.
I always choose paper.
You always shoot paper?
He always choose paper.
Oh,
he always chooses paper when they ask him paper or plastic.
Oh, like a grocery bags? Oh, I guess Grezula doesn't.
Your character would know, but out of game you can ask him. That's what he means. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That is true for me out of game as well. But
Brian
in game also do that.
Brian James is not by any means a dummy, but he's also a person he's the kind of person who would start talking about this stuff without without realizing that you wouldn't have any category of understanding what he's talking about. You know, so very, very in line. Gotta say, boss, looks like things are turning our direction. Kind of liking this.
Looking good so far. Good solid foundation.
Hey, Brian James, you interested in teach me how to drive this thing?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can tell you how to drive it. That sounds like fun to me. I don't got nothing else to do right now.
Okay. Roll your wisdom and intelligence, Brian James.
Dude, wisdom? You're
I know.
I made it. I rolled a 3.
I failed my wisdom. I failed my intelligence, so not this time.
He's a fighter, right?
Yeah, he is.
No, never mind. I don't have cooperate with mage.
Never mind. Well, I did my best. This is just a little bit beyond my experience. I mean, it actually makes sense that he wouldn't be able to get it very easily.
Yeah, first timer's tough, but you get used to it. I grew up on a truck, so it's not my whole life I've been driving them, so we can try again later.
Okay, but not right now. Let's get to that tower.
Let's go.
Okay. Anything that you want to do, y'all can travel there instantaneously, so you don't really have time to do anything.
Did you try yourself? Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm agreeing.
The truck can move many times light speed if it wants to.
Oh, dang. Okay.
They can travel many times like warp speed, essentially.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nice rig you guys got here.
Yeah, no, you can boat being Bearbo's work, but you could think Bearbo, he's the one who really been outfitting this thing with all the stuff. I just drive it.
It's your truck. If someone compliments it, they're complimenting you. You and the truck are one.
Well, I do appreciate it, but I can't, say it's all my credit. I can't give it all to myself. You do a lot of work there, Bearbo.
I appreciate that, Brian James. There's nothing greater than working with somebody like you. You are a master of the road, and it is a pleasure to be part of this team. And y'all get to the to the Tower of Truth. Now, I'm sure this isn't the end of the road, but only the beginning. We're gonna need to climb up this thing. Careful. Chances are there's some spell on this that'll cause ice shards to shoot out at you. It's a common thing everywhere, all the time.
Everywhere, all the time. So, is the Tower of Truth made of paper?
It is.
Do you guys want to teleport to the top of this?
I mean, does a bear do its duty in the woods? Teleport us up.
All right. I'm gonna actually, before we teleport up, I'm gonna look into the ethereal plane using Painful True Sight.
Okay, looking into the ethereal plane.
Yeah, just check for any dangers of just like teleporting up there. Like, is there some traps where I'm about to teleport?
There is a danger in this place, and that's not guaranteed, but there is a risk that if you try to teleport up this tower, you will teleport somewhere random in this realm.
In this realm. Okay.
Yes.
But at the same time, I could still just teleport right back to the base of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to teleport everyone up there.
Okay. You teleport to the top of the tower, and the tower has no obvious way in. There is no door that you can see.
What would y'all like to do?
Am I not in the truck?
No, you're here with them.
I feel naked. This is weird.
I know, it's been a while since we've done something like this. I believe it was when we fought the jackalopes, if I remember right.
Yep, that was a long time ago.
Feels like a lifetime. Only a few months. Well, for us.
Yeah.
Jackalopes.
I'm gonna use epic situational awareness.
Okay. Roll wisdom +5.
I made it.
So, what level are you, Centrist, right now?
I'm level 11.
Okay, once you get to level 15, you can start to take skills up to epic. That means you get +5 on all those rolls. Did you make it?
Yeah, I made it. I rolled a 3.
There's definitely a secret door. It's just going to it's going to show up when Centrist does something. There is something that Grezula, I'm sorry, when Grezula does something to make the door appear. So there is some action she needs to undertake. You're certain of that to make the door appear.
Whenever you think there's a door that should be there and it's not, always check for secret doors.
Oh, goodness.
So the question is what she needs to do.
Gosh, I don't even remember what I had to do last time. I mean, aside from...
All you had to do is climb last time once you got to the tower.
Yeah. Oh, just had to beat the tower to open the door to the tower. That makes sense. I'm gonna use Painful True Sight and see if I can... I kind of want to just like slice into it with a cardboard blade.
I mean, Painful True Sight shows you the same thing he does, which is
Okay.
that a door will appear when if you do whatever it is you need to make it happen.
Okay. Same information. I still have a crystal orb on me.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Dude, I totally deleted all of my notes from the last time. Can I make a, is there like an area where I see where the door should open when certain things happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I craft a, like, doorknob and stick it onto that door?
Sure can.
Okay.
And that will make the door appear.
Woo!
When you craft the doorknob, you put it on the door appears and opens. Simple but effective.
Very secure.
Mm-hmm. And, only you would have been able to do it. You could also draw on a door. The point is that you had to use your creative abilities to produce
open it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Or create an origami door. Anything like that would have worked.
Beautiful.
Y'all enter in. And as you enter in, you hear a voice. Well. Somebody has come to gain what?
You see a really long, elongated, featureless being with bony almost hands. I mean, they have skin on them. Looks kind of like a classic alien a little bit, but more elongated. Long robes and a big flap behind its robes. I've been trapped in here a long time. Forced by a force greater than myself, hard as that is to believe, to guard what is in here. Why have you come? What makes you think that you can face down the challenges that protect the treasure within?
I have faced many challenges, and I will face many more, good sir. I have been told that I am the chosen one. And I am...
Why do you laugh? You laugh every time you say that. I'm curious how to game why you laugh whenever you say that.
It's just funny to me. I don't know. It's not, I don't know.
We shall see. Roll for initiative.
Okay. We'll roll.
I rolled a 25.
Oh, man.
Okay, sir. Let me see. What did I roll?
19.
Yeah, you beat me.
Okay.
Y'all gonna go first. But my contingencies drop.
Oh.
Starting with Muddy Up the Works.
Yep, my contingencies are on the truck. Sorry.
What do you got, Grezula?
Money in the Works? What is that?
Muddy Up the Works stops people from taking a series of actions, so that only one of if my Muddy Up the Works hits before yours, only one of them will be able to activate. However, so I'm curious do you have anything to counter?
I have Mind Wipe.
Mind Wipe might work.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to roll 100-sided and outdo me. You have a good shot of doing.
Okay. Do. 99.
Okay, that'll do it. Mind wipe. This creature has saves against mind wipes, but what it will do is it will affect me enough that I will not be able to drop my contingencies this round.
Nice.
Which Bearbo is going to drop one of his contingencies, which is called Clean Contingency.
Clean Contingency wipes other people's contingencies, including Muddy Up the Works, assuming that I have more mana in my Clean Contingency than he does in his Muddy Up the Works. Either way, I'll at least get a percentage of them, and I do. So I wipe all of his contingencies.
What? That's insane. Okay, cool.
With the rune magic I showed you earlier, and enough mana or paper destroyed, you should be able to create a clean contingency spell or to muddy up the works as you see fit. Especially now that you have access to plastic magic as well. Clean magic is rare and special, but pseudo-elementalists can access it. Not necessarily in your wheelhouse, but with the rune magic I showed you earlier. More than possible.
Wow. Okay.
Bearbo's the best darn mage out there.
I'm beginning to learn that.
Now,
it is I'll let you start, Grezula. That was a contingency. You can drop some of your contingencies, try to affect this thing. You can save them for later. You can attack. You can attack it in other ways. What do you want to do? It's your turn.
I am going to. Has he been using? Has he been speaking at all to use? Does he have to speak to use his spells? Like, was he using it to drop the contingency?
You don't. When you drop a contingency, all you have to do is think.
Oh, okay.
It's as fast as the speed of thought. That's how they drop so fast. Because the contingency gets set up as if I think this word, drop. That's the assumption of how the contingencies work. The reason you can drop so many in a round is because the understanding is that you have the contingency set up so that as soon as a thought enters your head, the spell drops.
The spell drops.
That's how that works. So it's as fast as the speed of thought. The question is whether you can think faster than him when you could.
So faster than you.
Yeah, it really in those moments it just comes down to luck.
Oh.
Because people's minds work at pretty much the same rate, more and less. Always so fast, one can be over. Sometimes I give the other guy bonuses if they're what this creature is. Okay. It is your turn. What would you like to do? Now there's an Ultraloth, ma'am. Just so you know, a demon, Yugoloth. Neutral evil, extraordinarily powerful. There are many things that won't work on it. Fire, electricity, any kind of mental effect it would be mostly resistant or immune to, though Mind Wipe was enough to stop it long enough for us to wipe its contingencies. That said, be careful. A lot of immunities. Physical attacks, anything that can physically hurt it is your best bet. Certain types of magic too, but mostly holy is your best bet when it comes to magic against this creature.
Holy. All right. I'm going to lead off. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm going to use my cardboard sword, and I have hamstring. Can I still use that and go for the hamstrings?
Yeah, you can. Hamstring is, of course, part of your body, but in this case, it means that you're going to weaken its ability to do anything by using your pain magic and focusing it through your weapon. You will have to at least make some kind of physical contact with it, so please roll your Thaco.
Thaco! Oh my goodness. Which is out of 20, and is a 12.
You're trying to roll high. So that is not going to hit this thing with the kind of armor class it has. Oh. So it dodges out, it moves out of the way before your sword. I'm going to have Goderick go next.
Okay.
I'm going to use my backstab on Goderick, which is nice and robust these days. And somehow, by some unbelievable miracle, I crit failed, which is going to give this thing an attack of opportunity on Goderick. I'm going to I have spell penetration, so I'm going to cast Disintegrate on Goderick.
Can I use contingencies in that instance as well?
You sure can. What contingency when you use? That's right.
Teleport Goderick out of the way?
You can teleport him out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. So you teleport him out of the way before the spell drops. That also uses one of my spells per round, which I have more than most. It is now your turn, Brian James. What do you want to do?
Do I need value to use Holy Value Propane?
No.
Okay. I have a 2 per day. I'm gonna cast Holy Value Propane on him with my first action.
Okay, intelligence roll.
Oh, I think I crit. Roll the 17. Go scroll up. No, I didn't. I failed, actually.
Failed?
Yeah, it's Firewatch who has 17 intelligence.
Mm-hmm. What a ranching.
Yeah, I know. And then, I guess, you said physical attacks, so I have Epic Lightning Reflexes.
I mean, you can use that again. You have another per use. Why don't you give it another shot? It's got a good shot of doing some real serious damage, especially with what I'm going to do to enhance it.
I made it that time. I rolled a 10.
I'm going to use Enhance Mage first as a passive ability. Not passive, but as a free action. And then I am going to activate Cleansing Flame.
Can Bearbo use is that Bearbo?
Yeah.
Can he? Is he going to use the orb, the burning orb?
Good reminder. Yeah, I will. Why would?
Cool.
Okay. As the golden fire fills the area, and the creature is going to try to evade attack. I'm going to be detrimented because of the size of the room, but I still have a pretty robust evade attack, and I do make it. So he evades attack and takes no damage. I'm going to cast now. I'm going to try another Disintegrate on you, Brian James. You have anything to defend?
Can I dodge?
You cannot dodge a spell, but I have other contingencies. I'm going to. What spell do I have? I don't think I do. I don't think I have no. He has no contingency that can stop a disintegrate. You have a.
Oh man. I forgot to take propane form. Never mind. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I wouldn't have been able to use it.
Yeah, if you had any actions left, you would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any actions, any contingencies that could stop it, Grezula?
I have. I still have more teleport to get him out of the way, but I also can laminate the source of where he's casting from.
Okay. Like try to laminate his hand. What are you laminating? Because I'm gonna tell you, he doesn't look like he does anything to cast his spells.
Oh, okay.
Like he has a skill. He has the skills forego somatic component, forego verbal component. He doesn't need to say or do anything. The only indication you have that he's casting a spell is the accruing of magical energies around the object. He sits with his hands behind his back and spells just cast.
And spells just cast. Oh, okay.
He doesn't need to wave his hands. He doesn't need to speak anything. He is forego somatic component and forego verbal component.
Okay. I'm gonna teleport Brian James out.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna laminate his ankles together as a contingency.
Yeah, you can do that contingently. You're gonna cast lamination on his ankles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
The lamination on his ankles causes him to fall momentarily and loses his third spell. It is now your turn offensively. What do you want to do?
I don't want to kill the lad. Why do people want to just die over things? Okay.
This is a Yugoloth. It is a manifestation of neutral evil, of pure, untainted evil. It does not have a moral center as you understand it. Okay. Its job, since the time it was trapped here by a greater being, has been one thing and one thing only. To make sure that whoever finally comes through that door, thousands of years in the future, dies. If they do that, he gets to go home. He gets to go back to the Grey Wastes, which is the home of the Yugoloth in my game since Gehenna crashed into it. And that nothing else matters to him.
Oh, he just wants to go home? Can we just all die and come back to life and he can just go home?
I mean, if y'all have a way of making that happen, but you don't know the consequences of that in this case, and you don't know what his instructions are. Yeah. He has spells that can ensure you can't come back.
That's
and then Marut's claim. You don't want to add more depth unnecessarily.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, Marut's claims.
Fair enough. He dies. I'm gonna get my cardboard sword out, and I'm going to stab him Hopefully in the back. Is he laying on his stomach or is he laying on his back when he fell over? Or his side?
He's already back up.
Oh,
It doesn't take him any. As soon as he hits down, he doesn't even have to. He just rights himself like a levitation. He doesn't need. Ultraloths are a force of nature.
Goodness. Okay. I'm going to slice into his side. I think that's the easiest way to get. And then contingently teleport out. Then I also have my Eye of Beholder to do disintegration ray.
There you go. Somebody looked it up.
That's
Did you get to see that? Did you get to see the video I sent?
Yeah, was
it was
that
like
Markiplier?
I don't know.
It looked like it.
I'm more scared. Wait, someone put it behind there. It was somebody doing something. I think somebody just put it into the vision. So he's actually talking about a storm.
Oh.
And he's going, I'm more afraid of this area over here. It was great. I love that. I love that TikTok.
That was a beautiful clip.
Okay. The disintegration ray hits the creature. It has no effect. The cannot be disintegrated is a skill that higher level beings can take in the game, and he has it. Ooh. However, roll your Thaco for your sword attack.
That's a good reminder.
20.
All right, so you crit.
Yeah. Did you say reminder, Brian James?
Oh no, just cannot be disintegrated. I need to take that when I level up again.
Oh, okay.
Sword slices the creature, doing a small amount of damage to its side. I have improved backstab, so I'm gonna take another shot at it with Goderick. As he does that, Brian James is actually going to use his value magic to soup up the attack. Ooh. And then Goderick's gonna make it. Yep, I made it. So I did backstab creature with a value powered blade.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm going to see what happens here. Creature takes a lot of damage. You cut the blade hits it right in its throat, and it takes a significant amount of damage, but it is by no means dead.
It is now your turn. I got 2 spells around. I'll wait for you, Brian James. I'll soup up what you do.
Well, I'm out of holy magic. I only had the 2 per day holy value propane. I just got it when we last played. You said it is susceptible to certain types of magics, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It may be immune to fire, but with this burning orb that Bearbo and I have, we might be able to really hurt him.
I mean, you have to have enchanted like the value fire or the holy fire.
Yeah.
Regular fire will not affect this thing.
All right, because I'm out of value, so that's not an option.
I am going to cast the spell Re-Energize Party, which will give you back your per diems. What? There you go, sir.
There we go. That's
contingent, by the way. Contingent Re-Energize Party. Oh, Brian James, you got a boon of Shot dropped upon you. When it drops upon you, it Shot asks that when it dies that you drop the boon to feed it. But you do not have to. The boon is yours to use when you see fit.
Okay. I'll consider that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm hesitant on feeding Shot at the same point, you know. I gotta do what Shot asks sometimes.
It's so funny how quickly people who are Shot are now afraid of Shot as it's spreading through the game.
Well, I've learned over my years of playing how things can become very powerful very quickly if you don't keep an eye on them.
And also get out of hand very quickly.
And get out of hand.
But isn't that the beauty of the game?
It is. And I'm not gonna lie, last game was so much fun. I feel like Shot deserves a bit more power. Okay, yeah. So I'll drop the Holy Value Propane for my first action.
Roll your intelligence.
Dude, it happened again. I rolled a 19. I'm gonna have to re-roll or do my second action.
Get wrecked, dude. Get absolutely wrecked.
This is really funny. I rolled another 19.
Get wrecked, dude.
What?
Get
Okay,
busted.
I'm gonna just drop this boon of chop now.
Okay, the boon of Chot soups up the attack, and so the fire makes. This creature has no experience with defending or being or what a boon of Chop might mean. I'm going to drop a contingent haste upon you, giving you another action if you want to try to cast the spell again while the boon is being dropped. There you go, Brian James. Third one's a charm. Let's hope.
I only had 2 though. Did the boon of chop give me another shot at it again?
No, I did another contingent re-energized party to give them 2 back.
Oh, a second. So I have another 2.
Everything back. You get 2 divine gifts of Chot, Grezula.
I made the.
Huh?
Yeah, I made it.
Made it? Okay.
Yeah.
The value propane becomes like a mouth made of gas that's glowing gold. Light it up. And Brian James just throws a match into the like concentrated gas, looks like a giant Pac-Man, and catches flames, and chomps into the creature. As the being, as he's dying in front of you, the golden flame is eating up his skin, and there's like pieces of him falling off, and he has no effect whatsoever. No scream of pain, no reaction. His hands behind his back as he drops. When you get to him, you'll wish I had sucked the marrow from your bones. And he falls forward. Now, a divine gift of chat is dropped on you, Brian James. Question is whether y'all want to drop a boon so Chot can feed.
I mean, I have no boons left, but I can drop a divine gift of chop for, like, what would it be, divine food? He can feed off that.
I mean, if you drop a divine gift of Chot, several things will happen. You can drop that if you want.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
Okay. When you drop the divine gift of Chot, the mouth consumes the burning body, and the whole thing ignites and then sucks back into a plasma orb right in front of you, and then lifts up into the sky. You get 2 boons of Chot besides after the creature is consumed.
Okay. I have much to learn about Chot.
When it consumes out of game, Sintress, they get channel points back. If you drop a boon for them to eat, they get some of the channel points that they have dropped back.
Aw. Okay.
There you go, Brian James. Like I said, I'm changing religions. I'm a chat worshiper now. Could there be any? That's for sure. That is an ancient warning, said many times through many worlds. When whoever rises or comes, you wish I had sucked the marrow from your bones. It is a curse of sorts, a promise. I can't imagine what's next. Huh?
I said cover your bones.
No, he's saying he's saying that when you see what comes next, you wish I had sucked the marrow from your bones.
You wish that he got to us.
It
first.
would have been, yeah. It's basically saying that complete obliteration by me in the most horrible way possible is a kindness compared to what stands in front of you.
Beautiful.
It is now, so another door appears in front of you.
So his hands were behind his back the whole time?
Yes.
Can I check to see if there's anything in his hands?
Nothing. It's just a position people hold, usually in the military. It's like being at ease when your hands are behind your back.
Aw, how eccentric.
Usually a sign of being in control of a situation.
Oh.
It's a being from hell, the depths of hell, the worst kind of hell. it doesn't matter. Pain means nothing to something like that. So even as it died, it didn't flinch.
But it was eaten by this, and so it doesn't get to go back to hell, right? Or anything?
Nope. Its soul is consumed by Chot.
Yeah. Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. What a ranching.
Yes. Is there anything in the room?
Dude, Tider X just said something really freaking dark.
Let's see this.
He said, when that thing comes, it'll wish we'd suck the marrow from its bones. We'll do so much more, though.
Oh, gosh.
Some dark stuff.
Poor being.
Poor being. That if you the thing is.
It's from hell. I don't feel bad for it at all.
You can't feel bad for something like that. The stuff that it embodies, the things that it inspires, the evil it creates. You would just it's mind blowing. You would not. There's almost nothing that you could do to it that would make you feel bad for it if you knew what it was. Y'all make it to the next room, and as you do, inside, you see a dragon dripping like it's made of some kind of solid liquid. Its eyes black, and before it, a giant pile of grease. What do we have here? It seems the master has finally thrown me a bone from his table.
A bone? You eat bones?
Or did someone say boon? And he drops a boon of the greasy stranger the minute he sees you.
Oh!
I'll counter it with a boon of Chot.
He drops a boon of the greasy stranger.
I'll
counter it with a boon of Chot.
I drop a divine gift of the greasy stranger.
I'll drop a divine gift to Chot.
Sweet.
I'm going to drop 3 more divine boons of the greasy stranger.
I've only got 1 more gift of Chot and 1 more boon.
I don't know if this is equivalent. Supreme Divine Gift. Is that equivalent to 3 boons?
You broke up for me for a second. What'd you say?
Oh, is a Supreme Divine Gift equivalent to 3 boons?
You either know that or you don't. I mean, you can't really know that. It depends on an important question, which is how powerful is Chot compared to the greasy stranger?
That's a...
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm going to drop a Supreme Divine Gift of Chot.
Okay.
And I have... yeah.
I'm going to, as you do that, I'm going to cast the Muddy Up the Works. Brian James is going to cast Bearbo is going to cast another clean contingency. The first I have to roll between them to see who gets theirs off first, and I have to figure out whether Brian James is bigger, which one's has more mana in it.
Okay, we'll just sit here.
Bearbo does not get his off first, so y'all are affected by a Muddy Up the Works, which means you cannot drop your boon. Because you're dropping a series of actions. Both of y'all, all 4 of y'all start to choke on grease. Y'all start to suffocate on grease.
On grease?
Yeah, your a supreme divine gift has been 2 supreme divine gifts have been dropped upon, one on Grezula, one on Brian James. Unfortunately, neither of you can drop them because you're being affected by a Muddy Up the Works, a very powerful one.
Can I contingently try to sculpt spell, I believe, to change his spell or change his type? No, sculpt spell is something else. Oh no, I did the wrong one. It was the subdual one.
Yeah, subdual, but even if you could, you can't subdual his spell. You can only subdual your own.
That's reasonable.
Y'all are both drowning in grease. As the dragon approaches you to make an attack, specifically on Grezula.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Can I teleport via paper? Does the Muddy Up the Works do that?
You might be able to get one spell off. It's possible. That's unlikely, but it's possible. You haven't dropped any contingencies yet.
Okay, so I want to contingently
1 second. You do. So you're able to teleport via paper. Where are you teleporting to?
I mean, the whole room's filled with grease.
I mean, yeah. But you're teleporting via paper. I'm saying, do you want to teleport right outside? Do you want to teleport 100 miles away? You can teleport anywhere on this plane.
I want to teleport right outside. And contingent, or since I'm away, can I contingently cast something else?
It's going to take you a second to cast it. Did you take Forgo's verbal component?
Yes.
Fantastic. Then you can, let's see. You don't need it because it's contingent anyways. Let's see. It depends on how far away you got. If you were far enough away to be affected you from being expected by the spell. You are. Yes, you can cast a contingent spell. What do you want to cast?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm going to create paper. Doesn't that absorb grease inside that room?
It does, but it's not going to stop these two from drowning in it.
It's not going to stop them from drowning in it. Then I'm going to teleport via paper for them outside of the room to where I'm at.
Okay, done. Let's see. If you're outside of his range of his spells...
What was that?
Under normal rules of your range of your spells, you cannot do that.
I can't do that.
There are ways that you could possibly make that happen, depending on... You did not use mana overcharged when you made those, did you?
I did not.
Okay. I'm going to go to you, Brian James. What do you want to do? This creature tried to eat her. She teleported away. You're drowning in grease. Actions, things to resist, things you can do.
I've assumed... No, I don't. That's not resistance, it's navigation. Bearbo is... No, he can't. I mean, even with his redneck thaumaturge and his pseudo-elemental magics, he can't.
I might have a chance to get us out of here. I'm gonna grab my chicken head and rub it, which is enough to teleport y'all out, to extend the effect of her spell, to expend her range, and get y'all outside.
Awesome.
Oh my God! Let's not do that again.
We're down discussion.
Is that bacon? It's not bacon. I wish it were bacon. Now, well, that was unpleasant to say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. We gotta figure out how to defeat that thing, though.
Indeed.
So...
It's made of grease like that place we drove over, right, Bearbo?
That's right.
Can we blow it up?
Yeah, we can, but for the point of time that it burns, it will be more powerful. What you can do is create enough fire that it will burn it out eventually. We've done it before, but we could wind up writing our own ticket out of here, if you know what I mean. There's a downside and risk, and we're still going to have to be fashioning those boons, and if it's got any left, I'm tapped.
Can we catch the whole tower on fire?
It wouldn't catch on fire. It's an enchanted. It's an artifact.
Oh, I thought since it was a paper tower.
I mean, you do have Supreme Divine Gifts of Shot. The question is whether they create items. You might want to drop them for what they're intended for and get an item that'll help you burn this thing out.
Yeah. Do you want to do that, Brian James?
Brian James?
Sorry, yeah, no, I was thinking for a second. Your partner, Grezula, can backstab, right?
Yeah.
That's right, I can backstab. I'm pretty good at that stuff, you know? A little sneaky.
And Grezula, you can make yourself some clean magic, can you not?
Some clean magic?
Can you do that? What if you laminate your friend's blade there with clean magic and backstab a dragon? Clean magic will just devastate Greece.
That's a brilliant idea. So what he's saying is you use your ability to sculpt spell and use the abilities that you've even ruin. Make your rolls, drop the mana, or the paper, whichever you want to do, and then you create a laminate on the sword that has a clean aspect to it, like clean magic laminated onto the sword. Then if the sword backstabs the dragon will just die.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Okay. I'll give you a hand. You need to, how much mana or paper do you want to sacrifice into this? There's paper outside. How much mana? Put me in terms of mana, and I'll figure it out. How much mana do you want to put into it?
Well, right now, while I'm in this realm, I have 500, so I'm gonna put 200 in. I'm gonna put 300 into it.
Yeah, that's what. Those are good numbers.
I might be able to help too. Isn't propane can propane be used to help with plastics and lamination?
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Never mind.
Fire.
Yeah,
okay, boon of shot has been dropped on Brian James. He wants it so they feed on that thing.
Chat is hungry.
Chat is always hungry. How we gotta protect him. I'm gonna put a. Okay, we're gonna do runes. You're gonna give him a rune of anti-magic and a rune of clean magic as well. You're gonna put those together. So you're gonna draw on your paper the runes, and you're going to tell me how much mana you want to drop into that. That it won't guarantee it. Maybe drop your divine gifts on him as well. Well, none of that will guarantee given the gifts that he has, but it's at least has a good chance that Goderick can run in there and make his roll. If he doesn't make his roll, y'all are in trouble. Well, he's in trouble. He won't survive long against that thing. But if he can make it, then y'all can kill it.
Okay, so I'm going to draw runes onto the card, and I want to drop... So I use 300. I'm going to drop the remaining 200 mana points.
Okay.
And then...
Go on.
Oh, how much mana does the mana potion revive again?
All of it.
Great. I'm going to drink one.
Okay.
Just in case.
Smart.
And he's against the greasy guy. Can we make him a mask so it can't get inside his face?
You could turn the paper into a mask. Like you could make a paper mask that has Goderick has a boon dropped.
What? Goderick?
It'd be nice. Yeah, it would be nice, Planet HD, if the creature didn't have a boon to counter. It still matters because it could save his life it might save his life. So how much are you putting into the rune?
200.
Yeah, roll your wisdom and intelligence to create the rune.
All right, wisdom 16 out of 9.
Okay.
Intelligence 8 out of 11.
Okay, those are great rolls. Those are exactly what you need. Okay, I'll just put this on and take the thing you gave me, and hopefully I survive. If I don't, make sure everybody knows my last words were "fuck it." Let's go.
Go, Goderick. Come back.
Let's see.
Come back alive.
First thing is whether or not Goderick, the magic we dropped, is enough to stop the creature's boons and everything else.
Okay.
They are not. The creature gets through. I'm going to see if... did y'all want to drop a Supreme Divine Gift here?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
No guarantee that works. It does work.
Woo!
So that's going to get... Goderick is able to get his shot. Now I've just got to make this roll.
Come on, Goderick.
Made it!
Yeah!
Made it! He jumps up with the sword and backstabs the creature with 200 clean magic laminated on a sword. The creature blasts a boon of Chot given to Goderick, a boon of Chot given to Bearbo. Actually, Bearbo worships Chot now. Bearbo drops a boon of Chot, and Chot's mouth appears and sucks up the dragon's soul. A door behind the dragon in the pile of grease opens, and out comes a man, extraordinarily well dressed, slicked back hair, combed back, with a hat that looks like something out of the 40s. Very nice suit on. And he goes, "Do you have any idea how hard it is to get one of those?" "Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm your third challenge.
Oh.
My name is the Greasy Stranger."
Oh, man,
I'm sorry. The Greasy Strangler. And that's where we're going to end it.
Oh my gosh.
So is this like a version of him?
You'll find out next time, maybe.
Yeah. That's like the last person I'd like to fight.
Give yourselves a level.
I'm level 20. Do I get one still?
Is it possible to eat the Greasy Stranger? I'm going to make a ruling on that. No. It is not possible to eat the Greasy Stranger.
We can't eat the greasy stranger?
Dude.
Hmm.
You should be afraid for your character.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, there is no way y'all can beat the Greasy Stranger in the fight. You just have to hope that there's something else he's expecting of you, or something else that might go on here. The problem is that he's currently the Greasy Strangler, which means that he is he's kind of got the bloodlust. So even if he originally had some other thing involved here, or intended, like he originally intended this, there is a good chance that he just gives up his earlier plans and decides to kill you because it would be fun.
Oh, well, we're in your hands, Greasy Strangler. Just
Then again, it might not even be him.